Zombie.
Negative. The being is inorganic and heavily damaged. That is a zombie.
Hell no!
Marvel Zombies dropped all 4 episodes at once, and it doesn't play like a normal show. It plays like one brutal, beautiful 2-hour zombie epic. I watched it so you don't have to miss the connections, the choices, and the chaos. Buckle up. 5 years have passed since the outbreak that What If introduced. What we thought was new in that episode is now old. Nature has overgrown cities, silence fills what was once chaos, and 3 survivors remain: Kamala Khan, Kate Bishop, and Riri Williams. Even the tech is a remnant. Tony Stark's Mark 50 nanotech armor is still online, partially controlled by Friday, but innovatively repurposed. Friday sees through a teddy bear's camera. Teddy bear is not just for comfort, it's surveillance. And Kamala's jacket? That sloth with wings patch is more than flair. It ties back to her soft toy sloth from Ms. Marvel and the comics. A comfort icon, a mascot in darker times. They find a crashed Quinjet. Inside, a transmitter shrunk down with PIM particles. The hope, send a signal to Novacore. The problem, something happening in Wakanda blocks signals from leaving Earth. Then zombie Hawkeye appears. And here's something I loved. His accuracy is still terrifying. Trick shots, arrows ricocheting. The virus hasn't taken away his skill. He might be undead, but he still knows how to aim. They escape toward a SHIELD facility in Ohio in a vehicle Riri designed, so she called it Uhura, a nod to Star Trek. They reach the Valley of Broken Gods, a war zone where Carol Danvers and Icarus, both immensely powerful, have been locked in combat so long neither has won or retreated. The collateral damage is huge. They fight among the ruins, shocking visuals, destruction without mercy. During that chaos, Riri is bitten. It's not a clean kill. She grabs a device, injects something into herself with her wounded arm. Friday tries to help, but then fade out. She is presumed dead. Kate Bishop, tragically, dies in the same episode. Just when things seem about to collapse, Blade appears. Now the avatar of Khonshu. Marvel surprise, Mark Spector has become a zombie, so Khonshu chose Blade. He pulls Kamala out of danger. They meet members of the Widow family, Yelena, Red Guardian, Melina. Melina uses tech reminiscent of Black Widow movie to build zombie boundaries. Then Okoye arrives under Wanda's influence with a horde of zombie supers. Ghost, Abomination, a visibly mutilated Captain America, zombie Hawkeye too. Huge fight ensues. Red Guardian versus half Captain America is brutal. Blade versus Ghost brings a striking sword fight, but Melina takes a fall in the process. Kamala and the remaining survivors make a narrow escape, shaken, smaller in number, but still fighting. Episode 2 takes us back to the origin of the outbreak. Hank Pym ventures into the quantum realm to rescue Janet, only to find she's been infected with a quantum virus. The same zombie virus, she infects him. From there, the virus spreads. Castle and air moments lead to a 5-year jump. Shang-Chi and Katie, toughened by years surviving, lead a convoy of survivors across wastelands. Wenwu gave Shang-Chi the 10 rings before succumbing to infection. Supplies, livestock, people, all packed into a moving settlement, always looking out for danger. They arrive at the raft, now called the City on the Sea, ruled by Baron Zemo. John Walker's presence as U.S. agent adds tension and martial order. Namor is infected. Okoye, under the unknown influence of Wanda, manipulates things behind the scenes. Namor becomes a threat none of them are prepared for. They confront him. Blade Knight, Red Guardian, Shang-Chi, Kamala all fight. But it's Kamala who pulls off a risky move. She enlarges her fist, plants it inside Namor's mouth. They barely escape with their lives. Episode 3 brings in familiar faces: Peter Parker, Scott Lang's head, and T'Challa. They head to Wakanda hoping it might be unaffected. But when they arrive, zombie Thanos is there, fully empowered by 5 Infinity Stones, awaiting the Mind Stone to complete his gauntlet. He's unstable, though. The power is immense, yet sloppy. Thor shows up, calling out Thanos, but things go sideways. Then, horrific losses. Rocket is killed in the muck. Groot, too. T'Challa, in an act of heroism, forces Thanos into molten vibranium, causing the gauntlet to melt, Infinity Stones destroyed. That destruction triggers what they call the Infinity Storm, a phenomenon so pervasive that it blankets Earth and blocks all signals from escaping. That's the reason the Nova Corps didn't answer earlier calls for help. The universe didn't hear them. Episode 4 opens with hope. New Asgard looks restored, feast, camaraderie. Valkyrie welcomes our heroes, a visual sigh of relief, but serenity doesn't last long. Wanda is revealed behind the dream world. She has healed herself, restored zombified Asgardians, built an illusion so perfect most believe in it. Her target isn't technology. She is after Kamala Khan's power. Why? Because Kamala has a unique ability to channel, anchor, or stabilize reality warping energies. Possibly Wanda wants Kamala to amplify her powers or sustain her illusion long term. Our survivors use Thor's distraction to break away, heading for space, trying to send the distress signal. But twist, the Nova Corps is already there. Earth has been quarantined. They aren't rescuers. They're observers, gatekeepers. Return to Kamartaj. Reunion. Kamala with Peter Parker, with Scott Lang. Emotions surface. Hulk emerges, now containing the Infinity Storm. He's physically more powerful than ever, but mentally fractured. Even with that cosmic power, he lacks clarity. Wanda extends a hand. Everything will be okay, she says. Kamala takes it, and in that moment, everything looks okay too. But then, quick flashes, Riri Williams outside the illusion, screaming, "Wake up, get out of it." Scenes that don't belong, things glitch. We end with questions far more than answers. So, what are the big takeaways? Heroes still fight, still have ability, still memory. That's terrifying and fascinating. Wanda isn't just villainous in force. It's psychological, cosmic. She wants control of reality, not just bodies. And the biggest questions, why is Wakanda blocking signals? Is Riri truly gone or in hiding? What will Nova Corps do now that Earth is quarantined?